Scotch whiskies have a tradition spanning more than 5 centuries, and they're highly appreciated for their incredible range of flavors, hidden beneath some wonderful notes of smoke, peat, and wood. Scotch is undeniably an expensive type of whiskey compared to bourbon or rye. Still, the usually bottled Scotch can be affordable for those who fancy this spirit. But due to the increasing demand and love for this liquor, distillers and distributors found a way to sell old bottles of Scotch at whopping prices. Scotch is the most eloquent drink that embodies their experiences towards success. Scotches are different, having exquisite taste with a different price range. In this video, we outline the 7 most expensive Scotches and their price. Before we continue, please subscribe to our YouTube channel by hitting the subscribe button below. And remember to click the notification bell to be the first to know when we upload our videos. Number 7. Glenlivet Winchester. With the cost of $25,000, the Glenlivet Winchester is a Scotch that was released a few years ago. The Scotch is a collaboration with designer Bethan Gray and features 50-year-old whiskey from what the distillery calls an exceptional 1966 vintage. The expression is named after Glenlivet master distiller Alan Winchester, who has worked in Scotch whiskey for over 40 years. The deep hue is courtesy of a half-century of aging, an impressive feat if you're lucky enough to try this rarity. You'll sip knowing that LBJ was president and gas cost 31 cents per gallon when it was made. Number 6. The Balvenie DCS Compendium. With an average price of $35,000, the Balvenie DCS Compendium is not just a great tasting and one of the most expensive Scotch globally, it also tells a story. This Scotch is aged between 15 to 43 years, each with its distinct flavor and aroma. It attracts the quote "better with time" because even as far back as 1961 to date, this Scotch still has an exquisite taste. If you have $35,000 laying around, and you are a lover of Scotches, you should consider the taste that this Scotch offers. Number 5. The Balvenie 50-Year. Those who have tasted the Balvenie for the first time referred to it as the King of Scotch, hence, it merits its price of $44,000. This Scotch integrates citrus, oak, and fruit notes to perfection. Calling it a special occasion Scotch is an understatement, as it costs roughly as much as a new Land Rover. Only 110 bottles were made of this single malt from Speyside, aged in American oak, and the 6th installment of 50-year-old Scotch released by the brand. It is one of the 7 most expensive Scotches. Number 4. Dolmore Constellation. Made in 1964, the Dolmore Constellation costs $63,000. It is one of the eldest whiskey on the list and has an elegant option from a producer adored by the Scotch drinking world for its razor-sharp attention to malting details, a key part of the process. With a dark, shimmering chocolate mahogany color and nuances of honeyed pear, banana, and passion fruit smell, replaced by aromas of orange peel, lavender, coumarin, and patchouli, with hints of violets and myrtle, this is the 4th most expensive Scotch in the world. Number 3. Glenfiddich 1937 Rare Collection Scotch. The Glenfiddich 1937 Rare Collection tastes in oak and chocolate. It costs about $120,000 and was nurtured for 64 years before being brought out for consumption. Since then, this Scotch has constantly developed a deep and complex flavor, having nosing notes of robust oak, burnt heather, tender poached pears, and chocolate toffee, raisins, cinnamon, and cloves. It also has a trace of leather and dark roasted coffee, while the flavor hints are cedar, oak, and dry bitter chocolate. It is still currently one of the most expensive Scotches. Number 2. The Macallan. With an average price of $600,000, the Macallan is 60-year-old. It is one of the most well-known and most expensive Scotch in the world. The liquor was aged in 1926 for 60 years before it was bottled in 1986. The Macallan has aromatic notes of raisins, dates, prunes, cloves, and treacle toffee. The palate gives off wood, sweetened with treacle toffee and rich dried fruits. This is an exorbitant Scotch, but for those who can afford it. Number 1. Isabella's Islay, $6.5 million. Regardless of how good this Scotch from the storied island of Islay is, it's primarily the most expensive bottle on earth due to its vessel. Housed in a sparkling decanter made of English crystal and covered in diamonds, it's the ultimate symbol of go big or go home luxury. Some 8,500 diamonds and the equivalent of 2 bars of solid gold make up this bottle of bottles. How's the Scotch? It probably doesn't matter, as, psychologically, anybody who shells out this kind of money is going to convince themselves it's the best thing ever. And, perhaps it is. The thing that drives up the price of these Scotches is their rarity. The world of Scotch is evolving, with restless distillers nowadays playing around with various categories of Scotch, from heavily pleated smoke bombs to sherry cask Scotches. Either way, these most expensive Scotches are meant for those who can not only afford them but also appreciate the taste. Did you enjoy watching this video? We will love to hear your thoughts on this. Please leave a comment in the comments section below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to be the first to watch new videos on this channel.